are what you eat to a certain extent. That is very true. As we age, the kind of diet we have decides the kind of health we carry in the long run, and how we are physically active, how we are mentally active. So a person who is on the journey who wants to lose weight, or a person who wants to maintain weight, or any person who wants to live with good health, having a healthy diet is a very important factor in that equation. And to have a healthy diet, we have to understand what comprises of a healthy diet. So I have defined the ideal diet. What should be the ideal diet for any human who wants to lose weight, who wants to maintain weight, and who wants to live with good health? Now, before I go further, I would like to emphasize this point to the audience that I have been living with this ideal diet for 9 years since I lost 110 pounds, that is 50 kgs of weight in year 2001. The ideal diet which I have been following, it is just doing wonders to me, to my health, and to my general well-being. So you must have heard many of these factors in many in magazines, but I will try to explain to you from a layman's perspective, from a common man's perspective. From your perspective, you have so much of confusion that you have to eat this and that, but just from a layman's perspective, I am going to explain you. Now, the ideal diet, whatever kind of diet a human being eats, it is either carbohydrates, proteins, or fats. Now, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, these are the nutrients, essential nutrients which we require to, which our body requires to maintain all the internal body functions, and they supply energy and essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, calcium. All these comes from carbohydrates, proteins, or fats. So your diet consists of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Now there is a lot of myth, there is a lot of confusion that what kind of carbohydrates to eat, what kind of proteins to eat, what kind of fats to eat. I have just summarized what you need to lose weight, to maintain weight, and in general to live with good health, what you need to do. We have first is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the primary source of fuel which we have. I mean, if you want instant energy, you will eat carbohydrates because they go inside the bloodstream and they release, and the glucose is generated. Now there are, I won't go into theory. We have complex carbohydrates, we have simple carbohydrates. The carbohydrates which you should be eating in your diet should come from simple nice plant-based diet. Green leafy vegetables, spinach, lettuce, cucumber, then you have cabbage, then you have other vegetables. So the diet coming from fibrous vegetables should be a part of your diet, and that is mostly called complex carbohydrates. A plant-based diet consists of a complex carbohydrate source. Then you have got other good carbohydrates to eat, which you should have in your daily lifestyle. We have oats, excellent. In India we have got Daliya. Then you have got brown rice, you have got brown basmati rice, you have got whole grain bread available in the market, whole grain pasta, and you should also consist of eating a combination of colored fibrous fruits like apple, orange, papaya, guava. Cut them and have a combination, sprinkle some lemon, and you should eat them. So the diet should come from fibrous green vegetables, oats, brown rice, basmati rice, whole grain breads, whole grain or whole wheat chapatis also, whole grain pasta, colored fibrous fruits. Second thing is your people have got a confusion is proteins. Now yes, proteins also should be a part of your, they have to be a part of your diet. Now a lot of information is available what you need to eat daily. The protein which you need to eat should come from this, from egg white, cottage cheese, that is paneer. I have got an excellent video on weightlosscook.com where I have explained how to make cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is a very healthy source of protein. Then you have low-fat dairy products like low-fat cheese or yogurt. Then you have protein sources coming from fish, chicken breast, lean type of meat sources like fish, chicken breast, and also soya. Nowadays a lot of soya products are available in the market. You have got soya milk, you have got soya paneer. Please go and have them. They are lean sources of protein, of complete protein. You should have them daily in your diet. Then comes this fats. So I just covered carbohydrates, I covered proteins. Now I'm going to explain fats. Having fats is not going to make you fat. There are good fats, then there are bad fats. The good fats, they do good to your body. The bad fats, they do bad to your body. Eating a lot of butter, eating a lot of ghee, eating a lot of margarine, eating a lot of deep fried food gives you bad fats. What are they? I don't want to go in detail. Eating good fats coming from sources like nuts, walnuts, almonds, badam, peanuts, pecans. They give you good fat sources which are very good for your body. They provide essential fatty acids which are essential nutrients which are required for your body. Good fat sources: olive oil, vegetable oils like sunflower oil, safflower oil, soyabean oil, your Saffola oil. These are all excellent sources of which give good fats to your body. So you have to distinguish. I'm not going to eat fats which are bad for me. I'm going to eat fats which are good for me. So good fat sources: nuts, fish also gives you fish also provides you with good fats, omega-3, olive oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, soyabean oil. So when you cook a meal, you can cook that. You should cook that meal in olive oil or in sunflower oil or in safflower oil. Now the most important equation which we are going to face, which all of any fitness program or all weight loss programs, you go to any weight loss club, does not tell you properly, which I am going to tell you based upon my experience for 9 years. Please listen attentively. Is healthy combination, a meal combination. A meal which you have should consist of a combination of all these nutrients.